For many years, I've struggled with this question: what is my gift? It is something that I literally would seek to understand. I thought that for forever, I thought that for somebody to begin to operate in their purpose, they had to have this thing, one thing that they were sent here to do. Um, as a child, I really felt like I was going to go into the entertainment space. And so, because I liked singing and dancing, and I was in the choir, heavy into the church, I thought that those things would manifest into purpose. When I became about 20 something, late 20s, I started sewing, and I was like, oh, great. I finally have something that I'm super passionate about and that I'm really, really good at. I must be a fashion designer. That must be it. So I started creating all of these, different things, and they would sell out every single time. And I'm like, okay, let me dive into this. I was starting to attach an identity to that. I, in times past, worked as a organizer or a manager for an entertainment company, and so I was really heavy into like logistics and programming of particular events, and I realized that I had a knack for that. I was really good at that. Got a lot of good feedback about my performance in that area. So I'm like, wow, that must be it. I have to go into management. That's what I am really, really good at. That's my gift. Even today, I'm a school administrator, and I get a lot of good feedback in that area. I've created programming, I've built partnerships. I'm really good with building relationships with students, and I enjoy coaching. So I'm like, oh, that must be it. That's the thing, right? Um, it doesn't stop there. As a mom, to three babies and a stepmom to a young 18, about to be 19-year-old girl, as a wife, as a friend, in every area of my life, I have asked myself, what's my gift? What's that thing? And I know I'm not by myself, right? Many of us can find ourselves in that question. What is it? Now, for those of you who are listening who know your sauce, go ahead and just find another episode to listen to, because there are plenty. But this episode is specifically for those of us who, for many times, have asked that question: what is my gift? I recognized recently, and by recent, I mean about 3 days ago, it literally sat in my lap, that the gift is me. Like, I'm the package, I'm the present, I am the gift. And I realized that because I started to, like I've been telling you, I've been doing some journaling and just really looking within, leaning within, and recognizing the power that rests in me and in my mindset. And I recognize that my words have power, my presence has power. The things that I do, they turn to gold. My touch has power. When I think about my credibility, I'm trusted, respected, loyal, resourceful, smart, valuable, unique. And quite frankly, anything that I put my mind to, I can achieve. And I realized that I'm the gift. And why am I sharing all of this unapologetically? Because I need someone who is listening, you who are listening, to realize that I'm not the only gift in the room. You too, my friend, are the gift. You are the very gift to this world, to your world. And if you have any doubt about that notion, that idea, look at what you have produced. Look at how when you produce, multiple people benefit. Look at how your results produce real, actionable, life changing results, right? You're the gift. And so it's time to lean in. It is time to lean in. No more shrinking. Many of us have been shrinking for way too long, and that stops today. It changes today. And we have to do more of leaning in, showing up for ourselves, looking within, doing the things that are necessary to continue to produce greatness. Because guess what? There are people that are connected to us who need to see us win, need to see us continue to do great and amazing things. We are a gift to the many people around us who are searching for a real life example of exactly what you bring to the table. So for me in my world right now, as it stands, I'm a mom of three babies. I'm a wife. I'm doing all these different things. I have all these different ideas and um, you know, in in many ways to have success under my belt, right? Somebody needs to see that. And so if I keep shrinking back, if I self-sabotage, if I don't produce, then the person that needs to see it or needs to hear it or needs to experience it is at a loss. And so I'm no longer a gift to them, right? And so I say the same for you. There is someone who is attached to, connected to the very person that you are. Because as a gift, you are a present to someone. And I need you to know that every time that you shrink back, someone is at a loss. And as a gift packed inside of us is so much, right? Wisdom, resources, love, Christ, confidence. All of those things are wrapped up in who we are. And so the Bible says perfect love casts out all fear. And I want to apply that to our uh, chat for today because many times we walk in fear of, or we use fear as a reason to shrink and to not show up in the fullness of who we are, in the true present and gift of who we are. And so we really got to get back to the root of loving ourselves and literally love the hell out of ourselves, right? So here's what love looks like for me. I wrote a list while I was journaling of what love looks like, loving the hell out of me, what that looks like. If you agree, raise your hand and I'm sure you could write your own list too. But here's mine. Speaking words of affirmation or words of love. Love looks like spending time in my thoughts. Loving me looks like meditating on the Word of God, praying, taking time for myself, sharing or giving, taking care of my body, doing the work, the mental work to heal, forgiving quickly and honestly, releasing, surrendering, planning efficiently, communicating my needs, unapologetically being confident, listening to my inner voice, obeying my thoughts and intuition, taking action in and on things that serve me, removing things that do not serve me, journaling daily, releasing thoughts, choosing what I will accept as love, refusing to accept less than, even if it's from me. Love looks like honoring my word and promises to myself. Hey, so sorry. I had to interrupt really quickly to tell you about an amazing resource that is betterhelp.com, which is an online therapy service that I can speak for. When I tell you talking to a licensed therapist has helped me get to the root of my issues, sis, you definitely want to jump on this. BetterHelp will match you with your own licensed professional therapist, and you can start communicating in under 24 hours. There's a broad range of experts on the network, so you do not have to worry about what you want to discuss. There is somebody who is waiting to talk to you. I promise you, this could be the best conversation that you ever have. And Progress on Purpose podcast listeners get a special discount of 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/POP. And I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out. Visit betterhelp.com/POP and start that conversation today. It may be the best and most important conversation that you have in your life. That's betterhelp.com/POP. BETTERHelp.com/POP. Okay, let's get back to the show. Loving me is creating and maintaining a culture and climate in my home that feels good. It's wine and candles. It's orgasms. It's stretching. It's facials and a clean face. It's showers. Hugs from my babies. Clothes that fit me. It's no take backs. I said what I said. Loving me looks like not settling. It's earning what I deserve and expect and no less. It's serving others. It's visits to the spa. It's laughing often and loudly. It's taking time with my girls. It's feeding my mind on a good book. Loving me is a favorite pen put to good use. It's investing in things that will produce a return. It's staying educated and sharp. It's leveling up. Loving me is not allowing negativity to have time with me. Loving me is saying no. Loving me is being intentional. Loving me is setting myself up for success. It's effort sustained and consistent behaviors. It's a good workout. Loving me is paying my bills, having gas in my car, money in my account. It's an abundance and never a lack mindset. Loving me looks like good quality friendships, looking my best, feeling my best. Loving me means loving others genuinely. It also means being vulnerable. Loving me looks like being trustworthy. I recognize that I'm living in the manifestation of the things that happen because I acted on them. Because I love myself enough to produce each and every one of these things. And so I can't stop loving myself. It's my reasonable service. It's why I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, because I love myself that much. And I want you to think about yourself in this message. Do you love yourself to the point where you are unapologetic and relentlessly pursuing the life that you desire? Are you standing up for yourself? Are you making sure that you produce at a level that you are proud of? Are you giving yourself enough time? Are you loving yourself enough to feel good in the things that you do? Are you loving yourself back to or maintaining a healthy mindset? Are you loving yourself to wholeness? Are you loving yourself rich? Are you loving yourself accomplished? And nobody on this earth can tell you how to love yourself. It's your job to reject projections and things people say that don't serve you. You are the filter. And so we have to be so clear about what loving us looks like. I'm asking each and every one of you as we end this episode today to, before the end of the day, journal what loving you looks like. Because here's the reality. You're the gift. And if you've ever experienced receiving a gift that you did not love, you know what that feels like, right? But when you receive a gift that you absolutely love, it's the best feeling in the world. So because the gift is you, why not present your best first to you and also to the world? Be patient with yourself as you love yourself. But at the same time, don't make excuses for yourself because you love yourself. I hope that this message resonated with you today. I know I spoke a lot in first person, but find yourself here because guess what? We're committed to doing the work, right? And if for a reason you find that you have not been loving yourself to the degree that you desire, there's nothing stopping you from starting today. So that's why the list is so important. You need to identify how you show love for yourself, how you're loving yourself, because you're also, which we didn't talk about, but the way you love yourself and feel about yourself, you're teaching other people how to treat you, how to love you. And if we are not clear on what it looks like, we'll accept anything. I can't wait for you to look within, write your list, and sit with yourself and evaluate where you fall. All right, I will talk to you all very, very soon. Love you. Bye-bye.